Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're looking at gaming on a really cheap laptop. Banggood sent us this unit and I specifically wanted this model. It's got a few features that make it really interesting to us. $257.99 is the price of this laptop at the time of making this video. However, Banggood has given us a coupon and use that coupon until the end of October 2017 for a final price of only $220. The laptop we're using today is the Chewy Lapbook 14.1. Here we have a quick unboxing. We've got the laptop, some paperwork, the power supply, and also a country adapter. However, it's really easy to replace the power lead with a local version. Let's quickly go over the specifications. We've got a 7th generation Intel Apollo Lake Celeron N3450, which is a 64-bit processor with 4 cores, and it can run up to 2.2 GHz. The graphics card is Intel HD 500, which is 9th generation. We've got 4 GB RAM, 64 GB storage, a 1080p 14.1-inch IPS screen, dual band wireless, Bluetooth, and a 9000 mAh lithium polymer battery. We will take a look at performance and games of course very shortly, but let's have a quick look at the machine. Here we have some measurements so you get a better idea of the size of this machine. One of the reasons I wanted this particular model is the screen. It's a 14.1 inch, but it's IPS, so we're getting nice colors, decent black levels, and also good viewing angles. The resolution is 1080p, so full 1920 by 1080. The panel has a matte finish, so this is really good to avoid reflections. It runs at 60 Hz, but you can set it to 48 Hz if you want. I really hope that the quality of the screen comes across in these photos, because the screen is really the highlight of this laptop. On the left side we've got the plug for the power supply, a USB 3 port and mini HDMI, which are used to capture footage for this video. On the right side we've got a USB 2.0 port, there's a 3.5mm headphone port and also a micro SD slot. We also have built-in microphones and a webcam. The speakers and the sound of this machine really surprised me. It is very loud for starters, so you can really understand the dialogue without any issues. And there is a hint of bass, which also surprised me. A lot of these cheap laptops have a very tinny and quiet sound. The machine comes with Windows 10 Home. You turn it on and you go through the normal setup procedure, and Windows activated just fine. Once the machine is activated, you can do a clean installation of Windows 10. It will go online and pick up the license automatically. I might do a video showing the process, especially to do with the drivers. The Intel Celeron N3450 is a nice upgrade compared to the previous Atom Set 8350. For example, we've got some benchmark results here showing CPU set with the single and multi-core results, and we can basically see that the performance has doubled. The graphics card also got a nice upgrade. Here we have some benchmark results in 3D Mark 2001. The score improves from around 6200 to 8100. In 3D Mark 03 from around 4500 to around 8200, and in 3D Mark 05 from around 3000 to 5100. Having a faster GPU is very important, but so are having decent drivers, and especially for the older games, the GPU scaling now works flawless. You can configure aspect ratio scaling, you can do 1:1 pixel mapped, or you can even create a custom 1440 by 1080p resolution for those 4:3 aspect ratio games. So far the machine is going really well. I will talk about a few little quirks soon, but for now let's have a look at some games. We've got a range of older and newer games. A couple of games the sound just wouldn't capture, and Crysis would only work in window mode. However, if you don't capture, if you just play on the built-in screen, everything will work just fine. You'll have sound in all the games and Crysis will run in full screen.
Gate 1. Very long foreland. Three right.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
So while using the laptop, I did pick up a few quirks that are well worth mentioning. The USB ports seem to be the other way around compared to my other laptops. The power button is very close to the backspace key, so I just disabled it in the Windows options. The webcam and the microphone, they are quite average, probably okay for a Skype call, but if you want to do some vlogging with this, I recommend you getting a dedicated webcam. Also, there is no Ethernet port, but you can get one of these cheap USB 3.0 gigabit Ethernet adapters, and that's what I use to speed up installing games, for example, through my home network. And the machine doesn't have a hard disk drive activity LED. But apart from that, it gets all the basics right. The screen is fantastic, IPS and full HD. The CPU and the GPU performance is boosted compared to the previous Atom-based notebooks. Chewy have a website with support, drivers and a forum, so I think for $220, I think this is a great deal. When I went to school, there was surely nothing available at those sort of prices, so I think it's really good to see just how much value you can get these days. But that's just my opinion. What do you think about this laptop? Let me know down below in the comments. And that's it for this video, guys. Do let me know down below in the comments what do you think of this machine, and that's it. I shall see you soon with another one.